Welcome to Studious Learning Station. This video is about verb, what are verbs and types of verbs. Let's discuss about it. So here is one more video about regular verbs or irregular verbs on my channel. I will show that link in my description box too. So if you want to watch this video, you can copy down that link from there. So guys, if you are interested in this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and press bell icon button. So what are verbs? Verbs are words that show what the subject does. Like, she jumped over the bed. In this sentence, the jumped is verb, action verb. She is a subject and over is the preposition and the bed is the object. So guys, physical verbs are action verbs. They describe specific physical actions. If you can create a motion with your body or use tool to complete an action, the word used to describe it is most likely a physical verb. For example, the dog breathes quickly after she chases her ball. So here, breathe is a verb. All forms of verbs come from base form. So verbs are words that show an action like sing, jump, talk or state of being exist. Almost every sentence requires a verb. The basic form of verb is known as infinite. The forms are like love, break and go. Let's discuss more about verbs. Verbs have different forms to show different uses, such as an action that happened in the past or an action that happens continuously. Normally, these forms follow the same pattern of conjugation, so that you can use the same rules on all verbs. Verbs that use the normal forms are regular verbs. You can see on the chart that verbs have different forms, like first form, second form and third form. Like go is changed into went. This is a second form. The third form of go will be gone. Similarly, you can see the next verb is bring. The second form will be brought and the third form always will be the same, brought. The run is changed into ran and the third form is run. So talk is first form and if we add ed it will become second form talked and now the third form is same, talked. The next is jump and if we add ed it will be the second form jumped and the third form is same, jumped. Let's discuss about base verb. A base verb is the simplest form of verb without any special ending like read, walk, go, jump, talk, run. This is a base form. If we add ed or a base form is changed, so it will be the second or a third form. As it is a base form, so you cannot add anything in the base form. A base verb change form to show tense. Like you can see present, past and future. So play is a present verb, base verb. Now it has been changed into played. If you are going to talk about the past event, recent past event, so you will use the second form of verb like played. We have just added ed and it became the second form of verb. Now if we are talking about the future, so I will play cricket. I will is showing the future tense. I will play the cricket. Now the base verb is go. It is first form. Now the go is changed into went. Like I went to school. Like I have visited the school. Now if we are going to talk about future, we will use I will go to school. I will go. Will is showing future. Always remember this. Action verbs. All action verbs come from a base form of doing verbs. Like do is changed into doing, buy is changed into buying, jump is jumping, ride is riding. So how can we make action verbs? Just adding ing in the base form of verb. So you will get the action verbs. So you need to just add ing in the base form of verb to make action verbs. Let's try to use action verbs in a sentence. Use action verb in a sentence like Ali is reading a book. Think about it. What is action verb in this sentence? As we have discussed about it, if we want to make action verb, we just need to add ing in the base form of verb. So here base form is read and we have added ing in reading. Flowers are blooming. Added ing in the bloom and it became blooming. The next example is Sarah is jumping. So what will be the action verb? Yes, jumping is the action verb in this sentence. And how can we make it action verb? Remember this, we just need to add ing. So we have added ing in the base form of verb jump to make action verb jumping. So reading, blooming and jumping are action verbs. Let's discuss about some irregular verbs. What are irregular verbs? Irregular verbs change their form from present to past differently. They do not follow a pattern. For example, eat is changed into ate, run, ran, come, came, ride, rode, swim, swam, drive, drove. As you have remembered, the jump in the previous example changed into jumped to make past verb. We have just added ed, but now we are not following the rules. We are not adding ed. So these are the irregular verbs, and in irregular verbs spellings changed completely. Now look at the following verbs. There are some verbs the base form doesn't change. It remains same, like cut, cut, put, put, let, hurt, hurt, hit, hit, etc. So remember this, there are some verbs we don't need to change it. They are not regular or irregular. You have to learn these kind of verbs too. Let's discuss about linking verbs. Each verb. The being and having verbs are called linking verbs. Let's discuss about this example. I am in the class. So in this sentence, I is the subject and am is a link verb. In is preposition, the article, and the school is also the object or a noun. So I am in the school. Am shows linking verb. Here is another example. You are driving a car. So you is a subject, are is linking verb, Driving is an action verb. A car. Car is an object or a noun. So if you see is, am, are, was, were, has, have, so these are the linking verbs. In any sentence,